Hey, welcome back to the channel. Imagine holding something in your hands that seems ordinary to some, but priceless to others. This is the story of a young boy who once asked his father, "What is the value of my life?" Instead of answering, the father handed him a smooth, shiny stone and said, "Take this to the market, sit quietly, and if anyone asks for the price, don't say a word, just hold up 2 fingers." Curious but obedient, the boy took the stone to a busy market and sat down. Soon an elderly woman noticed the glistening rock and asked, "How much, child?" The boy stayed silent and simply held up 2 fingers. 2 rupees, she asked. "I'll take it." But instead of handing it over, the boy hurried home confused. He told his father what had happened. His father simply smiled and said, "Now take it to a jeweler." Following his father's instructions, the boy entered a jewelry shop. The moment the jeweler caught sight of the stone, his eyes gleamed with interest. "How much is this?" he asked. Again the boy raised 2 fingers. The jeweler, assuming it was a price, said, 200 rupees. "That's a good deal. I'll buy it." The boy, now even more surprised, ran back home to tell his father. But his father wasn't done yet. "This time go to the precious gems market," he instructed. The boy did as he was told and soon found himself surrounded by merchants dealing in rare stones. One of them, a wealthy trader, noticed the stone in his hand. "Where did you get this?" he asked, stepping closer. "How much?" The boy, now used to the routine, held up 2 fingers. The merchant's face lit up. 2,000 rupees? "No, 5,000. I must have this." Stunned, the boy rushed home once again, struggling to understand why the price of the stone kept changing. But his father had one final task for him. "Take it to the city's grand museum," he said. And so, the boy made his way to the museum where the manager, a man who had studied priceless artifacts all his life, spotted the stone. His eyes widened in disbelief. "Where did you find this?" he gasped. "This is not just any stone. This belongs in a museum. How much do you want for it?" The boy, almost hesitantly now, raised 2 fingers once more. The manager's voice shook with excitement. 2 lakh rupees! That's a steal! This is worth far more than that, but I'll take it." Overwhelmed, the boy ran back to his father, his heart pounding with questions. "Father, why did the price of the stone change everywhere I went? Why was it only worth 2 rupees in the market, but 2 lakh in the museum?" His father smiled, placing a hand on his shoulder. "My son, this is the lesson you asked for. The value of your life is not fixed. It changes based on where you place yourself. Some will see you as worth little, while others will recognize your true value. If you choose to stay in places where your worth is overlooked, you will be treated like something ordinary. But if you take yourself to the right places, where people understand your uniqueness, your value will increase beyond measure." At that moment, the boy finally understood. Our worth is not determined by others. It is determined by where we stand and how we see ourselves. Just like the stone, if we remain in places that fail to recognize our value, we might feel unimportant. But the right environment, the right people, these are what make all the difference. So never settle. Never let someone else define your worth. You decide where you belong. You decide how valuable you truly are.